Good morning. Welcome to our Transformation Tuesday, the last podcast of the year. Can you guys believe it that we're finally have reached it? Wow. The year went by. Excuse me. Got some kind of a cough just all of a sudden. But our program must go on. Good morning, Trish.
Good morning.
We did our testing to make sure that we're going to come to you very clearly. We don't know what's going to happen. But here's what we do know. That the year has went by really fast. We're going to bring this end of year special back to you because the last time that we did it, it actually recorded no sound. But now you guys get to hear it. So, how has your year been? What have you in this 2025 year gone through? Did you set boundaries for yourself? Do more self-caring? Did you grow and learn? Did you have some pain while turning your pain into purpose? There's much to think about. As you know, for Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast, hosted by myself, Nisi, and my amazing co-host, Trish, we have joined together to bring you some very, very amazing topics. Do you remember what caught your eye particularly? We want to say good morning to everyone and anyone that is here with us today. You've been encouraged to always with us, okay, join in live, and we're going to take a look back, and we want to see how you feel. Lines are open. What's our number, Trish? One 800 or 1-888-721-9260. Trish, are you still there? So what have we been discussing? What have we actually brought to you all year long? We're going to take a look back. And if you can't remember, we will help you to remember. And I said the number. Trish, are you okay? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So we're talking about last year and what we brought to them last year. And if there's something that reached out to you, we definitely want you to see it or tell us. We're going to give the audience a chance by opening up our lines. They are open. We're going to start with Toxic and abusive relationships. How many of you remember that as we look back? Because we have covered so much in a 300 plus days. Toxic and abusive relationships. Remember, we talked about behaviors, the ones that were harmful to us, unhealthy, and thinking about safety. If you are at this present time in any relationship that is identified as harmful, toxic, and unsafe, we ask that you say goodbye to that going on into 2026. Toxic and abusive relationships. Now, here's what I do know, that many of my clients may be afraid to say that they are in these types of relationships. But I ask you, for the 2025 year, can you commit to saying, I no longer want these types of relationships? A lot of times we're in relationships like this and we don't even realize it. For those of you who are listening, for those of you who will hear this podcast throughout the year, why did we even discuss that? Toxic and abusive relationships. To empower you to get out, acknowledge, identify, and to get empowered. Yes, that was one of our podcasts. And if you'd like to listen to that, you can find us on various major platforms. Apple Podcast, Spotify, and YouTube. We are connected with Facing the Lion Healing Center. You can video chat with me there, or you can walk into the center that is located in my hometown of Palmdale, California. That is, if you want to start healing and you're committed to healing for better relationships. We also did a podcast about love. That was its title. What did we learn? We learned about healthy affection, about love. Why did we do that? Because everyone has a different perception, perceives love differently. There you learned what is toxic love and what is not. Change of Seasons, which was one of our biggest podcast response according to our 2025 demographics. Change of Seasons. It talked about life and shifting and changes and the challenges that we face and how we see those changes and shifts in our lives, and brainstorming with each change, navigating in our life. Why did we discuss that? Because all need to make changes. Come a little closer. I said all need to make changes. There are seasons of times where we'd prefer over other seasons. For example, what's your favorite season and why, Trish?
I love spring because for one, it's not cold anymore. It's getting warmer, and then the blooming of flowers. You can see the different kinds of flowers, and you can feel the change in the air with spring, and you see the change of the flowers that were dead or they're budded, they're not bloomed yet. You see them blooming. So that's my favorite. And plus I was born in the spring. April 19th, that's my birthday. So I love spring.
Yes. Now, if I ask you all what that symbolically means, what does it mean, that change of seasons? Because we really got into that. Springtime is my favorite as well. One is because I love a budding flower and flowers. Everything comes alive. Summer is also my favorite because there are longer days and beautiful nights. Starry nights, horizon, and sunsetting with the most beautiful sunsets. But now if I would ask you all individually what your favorite times of seasons are, you would give me an answer, but to go deeper means symbolically that we've all been through major changes. We accept those seasons as they arrive, they come and go. And as we say goodbye or we'll see you next time, we await those seasons again, right? But symbolically meaning, what will you do while you're being shifted, while you're being challenged? What will you do with your major life changes? And I'm sure for 2025 that you have had them in the full. Change of seasons. That one is out. Streaming now. Another one that we had for the year 2025 was wellness goals. You know, on a daily basis, we think about how we stay well. We avoid flus. We avoid colds. We try to avoid it. But now, how well are you emotionally and mentally? And I'm sure that this one was on a Wellness Wednesday. What is your strategy for helping yourself to stay well, get well, and be well? What's your strategy? What do you do? A lot of people will say they run to keep in shape. As I drive, I see runners and people that are in shape. The gym is filled with so many people that they make it habitual to be in the gym. And if you ask them, they're going to have different reasons, but for the most part, they want to stay in shape. What is your shape? Are you in shape? Are you toned when it comes to your mental and emotional health? Because it seems as if more people are in the gym with physical workouts and not working on themselves mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And that's not to say that it's everybody. Some. What can you do for the year 2026 for longevity of peace of mind and heart and soul? We talked about families, family traumas, generational cycles, breaking the cycles, healing the cycles. We had a series on that. And that was called Breaking the Cycle of Broken Families. That's not to say that you came from a broken family. Many have. And yet today, major talk shows are filled with people that will be asked to go on a talk show for entertainment instead of going to a place where healing takes place. Real healing to get to the root and the cause of broken families. Men and emotions. Men oftentimes shy away from emotions. Why is that? What is the trend about men not being able to show emotion? Why is that even a thing? Let's say goodbye to that as we help men and empower them to realize that masculinity and emotional needs can be met and favored and acknowledged. And just a side note here, for men and emotions, we are not only exclusive to men. We want you to know that Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast is a workshop for men. One of the workshops, because we talk to everyone. But Men and Emotions is a workshop that you can come to and talk about your stresses, talk about your challenges, talk about what you may have been going through. And I want you to realize that it's okay to show emotions. If you'd like to be part of that, Men and Emotions, we invite you. It's on a donation basis. So we don't want money to be a problem. We take gift cards too. Men and Emotions, you can sign up at any time. We want it to be a workshop for your mind. Shape up in your mind. Uncles, brothers, sons, nephews, fathers, grandfathers. The list goes on and on. But this workshop is for men and how they really feel. That's also streaming, as it is part of our workshop, one of them. Defense mechanisms was one that we talked about. being able to have defense strategies, looking at particularly a mother's defense, how you work. Is your human body and mind functions, do you see it as a tool? What do I mean by tool? Do you see it as a tool that is useful? Or are you still stuck in time where your fathers and your forefathers have said women are used as sex objects, barefoot and pregnant in the kitchen, and stay at home? That was the mere expectation. My have times changed. See, those tools can now be empowered. You are a useful tools. And I'm talking to you women. And because Trish and I are women, we are learning to identify, defending and understanding patterns that have been taught to us, patterns that we have formed and trained people how to treat us. You see, the underlining and understanding of this defense mechanism was for the purpose to say goodbye to those who have treated us as if we were just a tool, nothing more than a tool or an object. Defense mechanism. We all can learn from that. Here's one. Trust anatomy was another of our podcasts this year 2025. What have you done? Who can you trust? Trusting in yourself. How is that done? We say he can't be trusted. She can't be trusted. They are not trustworthy. But yet we looked at ourselves and we were able to say, can I or may I trust myself? May I give myself permission to trust? Starting with ourselves. Because if you don't trust yourself, how dare you ask, do you trust me? We explored that. Here's one. Another. Abandonment. The root. How does a child get there? As we focus over variations of the child, we went back to visit our childhood to see how we are doing as the adult of our own inner children. Did we leave something out? Did the abandonment of the absence of mother, father, or both create for us to abandon ourselves because we simply just did not know how to accept ourselves, to love ourselves, to say I am worthy, I am enough, and nobody will abandon me again. It turned out to be a series, 2025. very deep. Layers of you. How many of you knew that there was certain layers of you? There are layers starting from when you become an embryo. Your embryo has a protective layer. And as the mother waits for 9 months, that baby has a protection that the baby lies in, an inner and an outer layer. We don't think about those things, but don't kid yourself. So if there are layers of us while we're laying in the womb and we become embryos, and after 9 months, you know the saying, my water bag burst? Those are the layers of you. But now as you get older, are you stuck in a bubble? Not unless you were born with some disease. But most of us refuse to acknowledge that we have internal layers and we have external layers. Why we cover ourselves, we protect ourselves from any hurt, and we say to ourselves, why? But as you uncover those layers, you find out about the you that's you within yourself. Wow, what a time that was. Layers of you. Are you motivated? That was a 2 podcast. The layers of you. I ask anybody to go and listen to that. Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast focuses on growth, wellness, and healing. The natural way. The way that only you and I can unlock. Nobody is responsible to unlock the you that you get to discover. We have touched so much. What are we willing to do? Year 2026. What are you willing to take? We're working with the operative word willing. Every day, when I think about the podcast, what I'd like to talk about, Trish and I have met consecutively every Wednesday. Today is our day to meet again. We think about what we'd like to do, what we'd like to present. Because we know within all God's power that guess what? One or more of these podcasts have touched. And yes, I dare say, have saved a life. Someone, somewhere, listened to a podcast and was able to listen and to hear our emotional plea for you to just hang on one more day. Come a little closer. Our plea has been for you to hang on. And because you listened, and because you liked, you embrace this into your life. It's no movement. Sometimes people mistake it as a movement. This is the way we feel. This is our survival guide. We can tell you many stories of how we got to it to get through it. And from this, you have gained empowerment, impactfulness, strategies, coping mechanism, and you have so graciously welcomed us into your homes, into your cars, into your jobs, and we encourage you as educators, lawyers, whomever you are, to use our platform without changing. I give you permission. Without changing its message, without voicing over, without using our voices. That's how powerful we believe. 6 years. Personal development, personal choices, the Healing Center, and last but not least, we've opened up or working on the next office. I was just there yesterday. A little delayed because things have happened in the year 2025. I've had a really big move. Things happen, life happens, but nevertheless, we have another space. And that's going to be all about music, learning how to relax, and we're only taking people that are very serious about it, making appointments. You're going to learn how to get rid of some stress. When you walk in, you're going to feel the ambience of relaxation, no stress. So behind the scenes, that's what we're talking about. 2025 has had its share of things. Our lines are open for you to be able to share with us what you've been through. Was there something that was so outstanding to you that changed your life for the better, for the best of you? All day long, we could have things that really were so minute that nobody gave it a thought. But I want to say something to you today, that if the littlest change is what you've decided that you want to do for 2026, doing something different despite the smallness of it, you're really doing something. We think about the tortoise who moves slowly and the rabbit who hopped about on his daily course. As that rabbit kept moving along, he would always come to the tortoise because he could find the tortoise because it was slow moving. And he said, "Mr. Turtle, why do you move so slowly?" The turtle in response said, "Because I journey through life while taking it all in." See, every time the rabbit came to Mr. Turtle was never in the same space despite what it appeared to be. The advantage of making any type of movement, and hear me when I say this, is that you're making a move. You're making a move to get through something, away from something, or past something. The moral of the story is how we see life. See, the bunny rabbit. If you've ever saw a rabbit run through the fields, I love to watch him and how fast the wild rabbit runs. But you see, the rabbit was spending all the time worrying about what that turtle was doing and saying, he doesn't even move, he's so slow. And yet, what did the fast rabbit understand? Not understand? He was moving fast through life, not even caring about the things that were before him or behind him. Let's learn from that. Let's show others, despite how slow we move, that we're moving, we're getting along. Let's show each other that we can enter a new year with excitement, learning from the past, accepting and discovering our best selves. We're going to be right back with Trisha's Treasures.
Facing the Lion podcast. Good morning, good morning. Facing the Lion podcast.
We're back with Trisha's Treasures. Have you been listening, Trish?
When I first saw the thumbnail, the road and goodbye to 2025, saying hello to 2026. The first thing I thought of the first time I saw the picture was the yellow brick road. That's the first thing I thought of. And now that I'm looking at it, I think of something else because it reminds me of like the hallway in the school when it's the last day of school. You guys know that feeling. You see all your teachers that you love, some that you didn't appreciate before, but now it's the last day and you're finally passing and you wonder, you know what? That teacher wasn't that bad. Since it's the last day, it's all over now, and you're moving on to the next grade or you're graduating. And that's what I thought of. I I think of 2025. I'm walking down this hallway, this path of life, thinking about all of 2025 and everything that I learned about me, everything that I learned about life in general, and everything that I learned about feelings and how to cope with things, and will I cope with some things, and have I coped with some things, and things that I'm taking with me, and baggage that I'm leaving behind, and things that I'm going to take with me because I know that I still need to work on it and I need more growth. And that being said, I have some announcements to make. Announcement one, I have sold 5 music pieces that I made this year.
Yes, I love it.
Yeah, I sold 5, and that that excited me so much because I didn't think about that before. Now that I'm sitting here, I did. I did that.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy. I'm so excited. And I'm going to start including the website that I sell my music on, just in case you guys want to check that out and buy some music from me. And I'm going to start including that in my information. And uh next one, you guys already know. I just in case you guys didn't know, I graduated this year 2025, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited to start my career. Yeah, that just it's so surreal to me. I never thought I was gonna make it to that, but I'm here. There's some days I thought, no, maybe next year. I don't think I can do this, but thank God. I thank God so much every day that I made it. I made it. And third, guys, I started this year with only 14 subscribers on my music channel. I took a chance, did my music channel, and now I have 58 subscribers on my music channel. And if anybody wants to check that out, it's in my Trisha's Treasures information below in the comment section on the live. And lastly, my last announcement is I've been with Vibe Talk for 6 years. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? I'm so happy.
Yeah,
Like
me too.
when I first came on here, I did not envision this far. And we never do sometimes when we join something, when we begin something, we don't see the end. But God always knows how far it will take us. So I am so grateful that I've been here for 6 years. It's a good cause. It's a great movement. It's something that has impacted me on a high level tremendously. And I hope that in our 2026 that we get more people that will help more lives. We'll help others, men, women, accept themselves and accept their emotions and take time to focus on their healing, that are really serious about it and that are ready. And if you're not ready, it's okay, because I wasn't ready either when I came. I took some time, stepped back, thought about how will this help me? Will this really help me though? Or am I just here to be here to listen? And it's okay to just be a listener, because that was me. I was a listener. And as I kept listening and I kept taking in the truth, I kept taking in who I am and thinking about how it helped me change into my favorite season, spring. It helped me accept that I am blooming. I'm a flower, guys. I'm a flower now. I'm a flower now. We did butterflies. It's okay to be a butterfly and a flower. They both symbolize growth and moving forward. So
Mm.
that is my 2025. That's my last Trisha's Treasures for 2025, and I am very grateful. I'm so grateful, and I am looking forward to more Trisha's Treasures, more Vibe Talk Face and Lion podcast, more growth in this franchise, in this movement. And I'm looking forward to saying hello to some of you and nice to see you again to some. And I'm glad you came to more. Thank you.
Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast.
Thank you for that. Very empowering. You want more of Trisha's Treasures? Please go to our YouTube page, our Facebook page under the same name, and you can hear. Also, Trish does our music for us. We're going to give all credit to her because that takes time and effort. Go listen to the music because it's very empowering, and we look forward to being able to use some of it so that we can relax in our relaxation center coming your way. With that being said, we are hopeful for the year to come. We wish for you to listen to our podcast. We're in competition with no one or nothing. So we are obliged to tell you that we're always here. You can always stay connected to us. You can comment on any of our podcasts. When you do, let us know where you're listening from. We're so grateful to have people from all over the world who are really listening to us. And Trish and I, we joke a lot of times because you know what we say? We say, hey, we could be really famous in another hometown, country, and not even know it. Poland happened to be, was it Poland, Trish? Our biggest listeners.
Yes.
That's amazing. Who knew? We thank you, Poland. So if you're hearing this, let us know where you're from. We're not monetizing. Of course, we do if you want to donate to keep something like this going. People are doing that. And I know it's so many scams out there. If it isn't us, don't do it. Be careful. Have an insight. And like Trish says, if for a good cause, it's going to keep our doors open long before. When people come to me, I'm so proud to be able to say, hey, you want more of me? I got a podcast. Because sometimes it's just not enough to sit down and talk with people, but they need the extra help. And it's for your encouragement. While being a certified counselor, life coach, I've helped myself to understand that any pain that I have went through in life, for every pain that I have endured, it turned out with great purpose. My pain has been able to help me help others. You know that saying, help me to help you? I take that very seriously. We are so forward looking and marching into 2026. The next time that you hear from us will be 2026. We're going to celebrate our 1-year anniversary of the Healing Center. We want you, if you're listening to us, don't be afraid to let us know that you listen, how you liked us. Boy, the things and the nights and the days and the times that the internet just wouldn't let us, but we did it anyway. We did a whole podcast that didn't even record. But we were so passionate about it. And yet, you know what you all did? You clicked a like on it. Never once did you say there is no sound. Did you notice that, Trish?
Yes, I did.
We thank you for that because you knew what we meant. And when we put our advertisements up, you read them, you scan them, you understand what we mean. And we're no longer afraid to say, would you like to donate to our cause? Because it is a cause. No one gets rich. I'm not planning on it. Trisha and I take it very seriously. We know what to do. And if anybody wants to donate to our program at any time, all the information is in the comments, Trish, and on the page.
Yes, it is.
So all that, and we will acknowledge you. If you want to remain anonymous, just let us know. Saturdays. I have a few announcements. 9 p.m. is going to be Vibe Talk After Dark on its new page, affiliated with Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. See, this is growth that Trisha's talking about. We now have developed a new page for it all on its own. What I'd like you guys to do there, if anybody is following us, follow that page too, because every time we come on, you can be part of the audience. As long as it's smooth and chill, we want you to be able to send your playlist, some of your favorite songs, and we will give honor to you as we play them. And we understand shyness. You've received us well. And all of you have worked so hard to be able to get our page open so that we can have live on Vibe Talk After Dark. See us on Instagram and YouTube, as well as Facebook, our own page. That's where we will be doing the live radio show. Most of the time, people say Vibe Talk After Dark. Oh, that's going to be steamy and hot. No. It's going to be smooth and chill music and song request. Send your letters. You want to write a letter to somebody? Our Vibe Talk After Dark radio show. You can DM me. You can even inbox me. Whichever you prefer. And our email for that is Vibe Talk After Dark radio show at gmail.com. I want to thank you first, Trish. Thank you so much. Thank you for receiving from me words that empower, words that have impact, words that at times were hard to swallow, because I know that I am a hard nut to crack. But you did it. You took the advice and you became that beautiful flower. I always saw it in you. Never giving up. Sometimes asking you to try harder, to do it this way, to see if it would work. And you listened. Does that mean that everybody will listen? Does it mean that I'm always right? No, not at all. Thank you to my audience who have, like that turtle, have made small progress. And oh, I didn't think about the fast-moving rabbits out there. It made so much progress. You were so hard to keep up with, but you tuned in instead of tuning out. We appreciate you as well, and thank you. Let's make 2026 a year of great purpose and meaning. Let's introduce some people to Vibe Talk After Dark radio show and Vibe Talk Facing the Lion podcast. Let's introduce some people. You know some people. I know some people. Trish knows some people. This internet is a powerful thing. And we have challenged ourselves to use this internet appropriately. People have found us. Thank you for those who did. Today is Transformation Tuesday, and as you know, it's all about change, changing for the better, changes to look forward to, changes that make us the people that we are today because we made that change, and most of all, changing forever to improve us. This is Vibe Talk, Facing the Lion podcast, and this is all about your change in 2026 from 2025. Thank you for listening and have a beautiful day.
Good morning, good morning. Vibetalk Facing the Lion podcast.